mostly the pandemic. I had just started to open a campground, and the land was absolutely beautiful. And with nobody working and inspectors being spread through several counties, they're actually having to share each other's inspectors and things like that all across the board. It just shut me down. And I put so much work into it, and I just gave up. I said, you know what? I'm done. I don't see any sign of this slowing up. I'm not gonna keep waiting. So finally took a bold step, and actually Bob and Carly were the first ones I called, and they're the ones I dealt with. Well, I think I just Googled it because I had heard of that, and I thought, well, I'm gonna give it a try, and I really didn't think I was gonna do anything like that. But after talking to Bob and Carly, I fell in love with them, and they made me feel so unafraid to do this. And it was a bold move on my part. Couldn't have done it without them. Everything. I'm old school. I believe in talking face to face. And just the first time I talked to Bob, he explained everything. And I just got a feeling that he was somebody I could trust. And I felt like I did all I could possibly do to go ahead and do this sight unseen, So just being on the internet, dealing across the wire and a large amount of money coming back and forth, I was terrified. But I talked to Bob, and he was like, oh, it's good. You'll be all right, And his wife is just lovely. And they were right on top of everything. Absolutely. I mean, they did their part. I had a couple of hesitations, so if it slowed down at all, it was on me. And Bob and Carly were just patient as they could be with me. And I thought, they're just going to give up on me. And I really liked them. I wouldn't even think about calling anybody else. And when I was ready, they moved swiftly. I couldn't have done any better. I checked with the Better Business Bureau, and I got a little worried because I typed it in wrong. And I'm like, and when I finally fixed it, I was like, oh, there they are. So, I checked them all across the board and did everything I could do, just to double check to make sure I was, dealing with somebody straight up. And a lot of people that you deal with are not like that. A lot of people are not like Bob and Carly, and they're just wonderful people. Say do your homework or call Bob and Carly. They did everything for me. They even had someone come to my house. I didn't do anything. They came to my house and took care of everything. We sat on the porch, and it was all done. And within a couple of days, I had the money, and I was well on my way to Cocoa Beach.